What's going on, everybody? Kenny Bomber's in the building, and unless you've been living under a rock, then you know that EA has finally announced UFC 5, and we'll be getting the official reveal trailer in September of 2023. Now, if you remember how UFC 4 was released, we got the official trailer on July 11th of 2020, and the game was released on August 14th in the same year. That's a little over a month between the reveal and the release, so EA UFC 5 could be a lot closer than we think. And as we all know, in UFC, a lot can change in a short amount of time, so the big question is, do they already have a cover star selected? If so, who is it? If not, who should it be? We got to talk about it. But first, we got a big fight coming up at the end of the month for the BMF title. Let me know who y'all think is going to take it, Dustin Poirier or Justin Gaethje. Now, Justin Gaethje got that dog in him, but personally, I'm going Poirier. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button because this is going to be your new favorite spot for everything EA UFC. Now, let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
So as I stated earlier, UFC is very unpredictable. This is not wrestling. You can't just pick your top guys. And a lot of times when you have that guy riding the wave at the top, the downfall is always unpredictable. Just look at Kamaru Usman. So when you're picking that cover star, you gotta make sure it's a guy who's still on top when the game is released. So what we're gonna do is take a look at the current UFC champions and see if anybody is strong enough to be on the cover of this game. If it's not a current UFC champion, there's still one more place they can pull from, and we'll take a look at that either way as well. So let's take a look at the first champion they have on the list, and that's Alexandre Pantoja. Now, y'all, some of these names will be butchered, but y'all gotta excuse me because I'm not a world name expert. But he is the flyweight champion. You can't undermine the guy's skill at all, but his name is just not big enough. It's not going to ring bells. I don't see them putting him on the cover of the game. Next, we have Aljamain Sterling. Now, this is very early, but this is a strong contender because Aljamain Sterling is fighting Sean O'Malley in August. The game is going to be revealed in September. So the winner of this match has a good chance of making it on the box art of this game. Now, if Aljamain Sterling wins, unfortunately, I don't think they put him on the cover. If Sean O'Malley wins, there's a high chance they put him on the cover. They've been behind Sean O'Malley for a long time, and he's jumping the line to get this title shot. Does he deserve it? Some might say yes, some might say no, but he's a big name right now, and if he wins this fight in outstanding fashion, if he knocks out Aljamain Sterling, then he might just be that guy who gets on the cover of this game. Next, we got Alexander Volkanovski. Now, this guy is a beast. He is a monster. He went up a weight class and unfortunately took a L. You know what? I didn't like it because he beat Max Holloway too many times, and Max Holloway is my guy. So he's one of the best in the world, but again, featherweight, name not too big. He won't resonate with a lot of people, but the people who know. I just don't think he'd be on there. If they got like multiple people on the cover art, then maybe, but again, he just lost to Islam Makhachev, so I don't know. Islam Makhachev, I'm not a fan. I mean, y'all might love the guy, but I'm not a fan. I want to see him take another L. Next up, we got Leon Rocky Edwards. When he knocked out Kamaru Usman, that was one of the most shocking things I have ever seen. So late in the fight, he turned it around and got that win, and Kamaru Usman at that time was just untouchable to me. If he was still the champion, I would say Kamaru Usman definitely needed to be on this box art, but Leon Edwards took it. I mean, 21-3. He is a very impressive fighter. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Hopefully, he gets in there and knocks out Colby Covington in impressive fashion, Jorge Masvidal at the restaurant style. But should Leon Edwards be on the box art, I don't know if he's big enough yet. I don't know if it's time for Leon Edwards yet. Next up, we got Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya. This guy is kind of amazing, but he took 2 losses, and he did not need to take those losses. They hurt his legacy. I mean, they say everybody loses, but Jon Jones never lost. I mean, technically, but Jon Jones was never beaten. So Israel Adesanya, I love the guy. Personally, I think he's cool. Cringe, most definitely cringe, but I think he's a cool guy. He was on EA UFC 4. Because he just came off of a loss, yeah, he got the win back, but I don't think he needs to be on the box art this time. I'm disappointed in Israel, man. I'm disappointed. When he got up, he was supposed to get that belt. I don't know if he belongs in that light heavyweight division. Well, obviously now we see he does not belong in that light heavyweight division, but he went up there and took that L from Jon, who lost to Glover in his very next fight. So Israel got a nasty loss on his record. Now, the fight with Alex, I think, was an early stoppage, but Israel never complained about it, so gotta respect that, man. He is a great champion. So shout out to Israel Adesanya, but not on UFC 5. Next, we have Jamal Hill. Will he ever successfully defend that title? We'll have to wait and see, but definitely not on the cover. Now, Jon Jones is one you can definitely make a case for. He came back and he won the World Heavyweight Championship on his first fight. Undefeated. I don't care what y'all say about that one on the record. He's never been beaten. So, Jon Jones is definitely right now the greatest of all time. I was a Daniel Cormier guy. I was hoping Daniel Cormier took him down, but he never could. So Jon Jones right now is definitely the best in the game, best of all time. Somebody's going to have to beat him to change that. Despite all of the out-of-the-ring antics, he's still the GOAT. So Jon Jones is he's a safe bet. You could definitely put Jon Jones on the front of the box art. I mean, if you want to keep it safe, that's probably what you want to do. Next, we got Zhang Weili and we got Alexa Grasso. I hate to put these two in the same box, but they're champions. They're the best in their divisions, but the name value just doesn't hold strong enough, so they won't be on the cover art as well. Now, what about Amanda Nunes? She did just retire, so she would be a name. While she doesn't have the name value of like a Ronda Rousey, I mean, you know, you could throw her a bone and put her on there with one of the guys. I think that would definitely work. But out of all these fighters, to be completely honest with y'all, I think it's really going to depend on what happens in August between Aljamain Sterling and Sean O'Malley. Because if Sean O'Malley beats him, Sean O'Malley will definitely be on the box art. If Aljamain wins in impressive fashion, there's a chance he'll get on the box art as well. But if that fight is kind of a dud, it's not good. Let's say somebody goes in there and get injured in the first few seconds of the first round, I don't think either one of them is going to make the box art. And then I think you just go with your default Jon Jones. Maybe you go Jon Jones and Israel Adesanya since they're friends now. I mean, we did see them together recently, so maybe they are doing like a joint thing where they put those two on the box art. It's possible. But if UFC does not want to go with any of these current champions to be the box star of their games, they can always pull from somebody in the Hall of Fame. Now, if you did pull from somebody in the Hall of Fame, who would you go to? Would you go Khabib Nurmagomedov? I said we wouldn't get into it. We won't get into it on this video, but I say no to Khabib. He retired before he was really tested. He got to the top, won a few fights, and he dipped. So you cannot say Khabib is one of the best of all time. I hate to tell y'all. He didn't defend his championship long enough. Yeah, he beat Conor, but Conor was kind of cooling off at that point. And we see where Conor McGregor is right now. Daniel Cormier. Could you go with Daniel Cormier? I'm a huge Daniel Cormier fan. If they put him on the box art, I definitely wouldn't be mad. Honor this man because he is great. Great at commentary as well. George St. Pierre. It's a wobbler. It's a wobbler. I mean, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, George St. Pierre could definitely be the box star. Not Rashad Evans. He was a great champion. But I was always a Lyoto Machida guy, and he did Lyoto dirty. And Rampage Jackson. We got Michael Bisping. We got Ronda Rousey. Absolutely not. I heard she was trying to make a comeback, but she needs to relax. Uriah Faber, he's cool, but no. BJ Penn, he got knocked out by a guy in the street. That's bad for his look. Forrest Griffin. I don't think Forrest Griffin is spoken about enough. One of the best fights in the world. Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner. Forget about it. You already know which one I'm talking about. Now, they could also go with one of these pioneers. Shout out to Kevin Randleman. I hope they put him in this game at least. But I don't think they need to go with the pioneer. I think we either need to go with one of the current legends or one of the current champions. My final prediction is going to be based off of this fight in August. If Sean O'Malley wins, I think Sean O'Malley will 100% be the box star of EA UFC 5. But let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button because we got a lot more EA UFC 5 content coming on the road to this reveal. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.